What up, YouTube? I just want to do a quick little review on a blade I just recently got from Traditional Filipino Weapons. This is my third blade that I've gotten from them. I also have the Talabong and the Ginunting. This one is their rendition of a bowie or bowie knife, however the fuck you want to say it. I don't care. I use both myself. Depends on the sentence. Now, this is a bit shorter than, say, the Talabong or the Ginunting. It's a little bit different. Obviously, it's an American blade, or American adopted blade. I don't know. It's about 12 and a half inches, roughly, with blade made of 5160 and D2 tool steel combined in some kind of weird magical way that makes it work. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna claim to know. They explain it on their website, and it works for them. Whatever. It's got fittings made of mild steel. They're nice, as you can see. I mean, the fit and finish, pretty damn good. It's not quite up to par with this one specific piece is not quite up to par with their other shit, where you can't even see the hole on the guard or whatever. But it's still not bad at all. The handle, I believe, is made of some type of ironwood from the Philippines. It's carved. These are not separate pieces, these scales. It's all one piece. Fits in the hand very nicely, depending on the grip. If you were to hold this like this, no, that doesn't feel right. Like this, that feels right. Feels very, very good. The edge comes sharp. I don't like the way that they angle the edge geometry at TFW. It works, but it's not up to my liking. So I reworked the edge. Very, very sharp. It does come sharp, but now it's very fucking sharp. This one is peened, as you can see, so it's full tang. So no problems there. This thing is a deceptive little bitch. It feels almost too light to really do what it does. The point of balance is right where the blade starts. For TFW, that's super close to the guard. Normally, TFW blades, they're very tip heavy. So it feels very, very light, very mobile in the hand. But it almost feels like it wouldn't actually, really cut into something harder. Yeah, it does. It does. It's a very wide blade and very thin this way. Normally you think of a bowie knife, you think, oh, that's one big meaty fucking chunk of steel. Boy, that thing's gonna fucking... Yeah, no, this is not. It's a very thin piece of steel, but very wide this way. So, what? I mean, it really wants to cut through things. It's not your greatest camp tool, not your greatest wood splitter, I'd say, but it will hew the fuck out of trees. If I were to take this to maybe a 4-inch pine tree, I'd be done 2 strokes. Because this thin fucking edge with, like, the weight and everything. It's about 1 pound 4 ounces, 1 pound 8 ounces, roughly somewhere in that range. Uh, this thing will actually slice through shit really, really fucking well because of how thin that fucking edge is. Um, it's very hard to tell, but just with I mean, you can kind of imagine from looking at it this way and looking at it that way. This thing eats through shit, and the steel that TFW produces for the blades, it's gonna hold up. Um, I don't really have much else to say about it. I mean, this thing is fucking amazing. It's a bit more expensive than their other blades that they produce, like say their Talabong or their Gnuntings or any of their other massive amount of shit they produce. It's a fucking solid blade. I can't find any faults other than maybe just the fit and finish. It's not quite. It's great. It's not quite up to snuff like their other stuff, like the Talabong or the Gnunting that I have. But it's still good. I mean, that's not really bad, but it's not perfect like their other shit. I'm not really overly worried about that. Um, yeah, this thing doesn't really work in anything other than a handshake grip. So it wants to sit forward like this, which lends itself great, oops, to you know, like actually cutting shit. It's a fun little blade. It does damage. Yeah, I don't know. It's deceptively light. So if you get it and you pick it up and you're like, "What the fuck? This thing's too light. It's not gonna do anything." You're wrong. You're wrong. It will. It will cut. It'll do a lot of damage. Um, I don't know what else to say about it. Yeah. Uh, the sheath that it comes with. It is a sheath, not a scabbard. It's a thin leather, but it is very tough leather. Um, it's almost rawhidey. Uh, yeah, it's got nice stitching. It's got this nylon liner to absorb like moisture and shit like that. Um, brass fittings. Some are kind of rusted and corroded. They came like that. Um, it works. It's good. Nothing too fancy. It doesn't rattle around inside of it, but I mean, it's a sheath. It works good. Other than that, yeah, I mean, I can't really say much else about this other than, yeah, this thing fucking does work. That's it. I don't know. Have a good one, guys.